Good morning, good afternoon,
Yeah.
and good evening, wherever you are watching from. Welcome to Shelfside Spurs.
Yeah.
In conjunction with RVTV and Spurs Wasian TV.
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm feeling a little bit rough today.
Most importantly, Kev.
I'm not down here, I am.
Are you on my screen? You're down there, Kev. I'm pointing.
I'm in the middle of mine. Oh, I've got it all jumbled up today. What's he like?
Welcome, people. How are we?
I'm grand.
All good, mate. All good. Still in
Buzzing.
the afterglow of Wednesday. Still everything's rosy in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit special, wasn't it? I would say a tactical masterclass.
Yeah, unbelievable, really.
we should go into that a little bit later. So let me just start this up. Simon Yap, nice to see you, mate. Saw you on the watch along, and you're up early. Well, is it that early? Yeah, I suppose it is. But yeah, nice to see you, mate. Where is Eugene? That's a good question. He's probably chasing incentives or something.
Yeah.
Big bags of cash around in his car.
Yeah.
Hello. Right. So where do we want to start then? I couldn't find anything on this day in Spurs history.
Let me have a look. We've got the book here. You know what date is it?
Yeah, isn't it?
It's the 25th. Now, I think there was something on the 24th and something on the 26th. Oh, no, I think we beat Cyprus X1 on this day in 1961 or something like that. Robertson scored 2 goals. So maybe, I don't know.
I've got a couple in the book. Jens, I've got a couple in the book.
Okay, yeah, go for it, mate.
1994, a worrying day for Spurs fans when the FA announced their contingency plans if they decide to forcibly demote the club to the second division if they are guilty of regards to illegal player payments. The FA claimed that recently relegated Sheffield United would be allowed to maintain their top flight status at the expense of Spurs if they are punished as planned. Fortunately, the FA decided not to take such drastic action. I think that was Alan Sugar's days when he's credited with getting that one, isn't he?
Was it him who did that, or was it Scholar?
It was before his time, and he kind of got us off it. That was one of his big.
Yeah, luckily he's got illegal eagles. He had legal eagles back then. He would fight every inch of the way, wouldn't he? Because of his hookups, investments, and everything. Yeah.
Here's one from 2007. Spurs strike a deal with Southampton to sign wonder kid Gareth Bale. The 17-year-old Welshman had taken the championship by storm the previous season and attracted the attention of a host of top teams, most notably Man United. But it's Spurs who swooped first to get Bale's signature. Since then, Bale has become an integral part of the Spurs lineup with some classic wing play, none better than his hat-trick against Inter Milan in the San Siro in 2010. We saw him win the PFA Player of the Year for 2011. There's a little hint as to when that book was written, wasn't it? Bale was still playing for us.
Kavinsky, welcome, sir. Afternoon.
It was nice.
Did you win the final yet, or is it just a dream?
Speaking of Gareth Bale, it was quite nice to see him representing us, wasn't it? In the, I don't know if you had
He would be like James Bond, to be honest with you. He was like quite suave and elegant, wasn't he? He was like, you know.
Did you have him on your footage, Jens, in Netherlands? Was Bale part of the team?
No, but we had Ledley King on.
Oh wow.
Which I was quite impressed with because, you know, I just thought it would be, you know, there'd be a picture of Old Trafford in the background, and you should have seen, who was it? Ronald de Boer and Van Basten.
Yeah.
God, they were almost crying at halftime.
Were they?
I was like, what has de Boer and Van Basten got to do? And then I thought, right, they'd probably claim that it was Eric Ten Hag's team that won it at the end if they win it. And so that's why they look so upset. But it was
very hard. Yeah, the nicest thing was, Jens, that Bale kept referring to us as we, and then when we went 1-0 up at half time, all the Man United pundits were moaning, and he said, "Well, us Spurs fans won't worry about that." So he sort of said, he sort of outed himself as a Spurs fan. Then afterwards, he kept saying we're just overjoyed, and it's been a long time since we won a trophy. He kept referring to us as we. So it's nice that we're into Gareth Bale's psyche.
Do you think he'll come back in some way or form? Where does he live now? Is he still in Spain? Has he gone back to Wales? Has he come back to London?
We thought that's why we thought that might be why he was there, because he maybe in Spain playing golf, or his residence in Spain.
I'd say that's where he's living. Wherever.
He'd had his hair cut off the end. He had a nice
I know. Yeah, I saw. Because I saw the commentary from dipshit. Always got peanuts in his mouth. Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no! And then in the background you saw Bale going.
Yeah.
And Hoddle afterwards.
Obviously, he had the Welsh link as well, didn't he, with Brennan Johnson scoring the goal. So he was overjoyed for Brennan Johnson. He obviously knows Brennan Johnson from Wales, I think. He got into the Wales squad quite early, didn't he, Brendan? So he's probably around the same time as Bale.
Yeah, very possibly, yeah. So, Eva Man, welcome. How are you? Big up all. I'm still buzzing, and I'm still watching it all over again, the game and the parade at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. Fucking brilliant. Kavinsky, Gareth lives on the 18th hole somewhere on a Welsh golf. I'd say the 19th hole if I was him anyway, but yeah.
Probably a Spanish one, because it's wet and cold and windy in Wales, isn't it?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
With his old haircut, it'd be all over the place from that.
Okay then, so shall we talk about it? What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Where are we going to begin?
So Spurs 1, Man United 0. I think, Kev, you got the squad right, didn't you?
I had one player wrong, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I thought that Son might play instead of Richie.
Yeah. I was wondering, I can't remember who it was. I had it written down. I can't remember.
Okay. I think did you
It's
not?
in my book.
Did you say?
I had Son down for starting, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Richie for starting. Yeah.
Did I not get it right?
Yeah, I think you did actually.
I said Sarr would play, didn't I? Because he played before.
Yes.
Like, he played Man City, Liverpool. I thought he played number 10, and I thought that Richie would play instead of Son.
Yeah, I had Sarr over Odo in my lineup, but I had Sonny, and I don't know who was it. I had Sarr, Solanke, Richie, and Son. I can't remember who started out there. Oh, Johnson, wasn't it? Yeah, of course it was.
Brent.
Yeah.
As
That was the only one I had wrong. Yeah.
For everybody who watched the parade on Friday, Johnson's a perfect example of what happens if you give a young man alcohol. Say no to Bruce Kids. He won't be playing today, will he?
I doubt it.
He was off his trolley.
You weren't the only one.
Did you see that clip when they were interviewing Basima and he was like deliberately farted bobbing in the background? He's taking a sip every time, like going like that. It's fucking brilliant. Just looking down the camera, taking a sip every time.
It was his birthday as well on Friday, wasn't it? So
24.
Yeah, bloody hell. I remember those days.
What a couple of days. Yeah, what a couple of days he had after all the sticks certain people have been giving him all year.
Yeah.
I wonder if who is it? It's not We Are Tottenham, is it? It's Tottenham, not Tottenham on tour. Tottenham away. They don't seem very keen on him. So I'm wondering what they're saying now. I think they'll probably double down.
I haven't seen anything from Stell actually. How's Stell taken all the news? Is he still Levy out and all that, or is he?
I haven't seen. I think he went, didn't he?
What, Stell? Did he? Was he out there? Was he?
Yeah, because I saw some pictures on Twitter of him at the airport with some guy I didn't know.
Yeah.
So
Iggy out as well. Oh, Iggy was at the stadium. Yeah, Iggy was at the stadium with his son, wasn't he? Watched it at the stadium.
Oh, was he? Okay, right. But I watched a little bit of We Are Tottenham TV the other day.
Yeah.
After the full-time whistle went, and I was very disappointed because there was no Barry.
No. Expert commentary from Barry.
Oh.
No, I was expecting him to be photobombing with them because I thought I heard from someone that he had a ticket.
No,
I thought I saw him in a crowd at one point.
His flight back fell through. He got 2 separate flights, so he couldn't do it in the end of summer. They tried stiffening him on the flight back or something. They trebled the price or something, so he told him to shut.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm thinking. I'm not sure if he was at the stadium or if he left that too loud. I don't know.
Okay. Madison and Johnson need to wash their mouths out with the car of carbolic soap. That was very true. They did swear rather a lot, didn't they?
Sonny's was brilliant though, wasn't it? We fucking
I can believe it. I fucking love you. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. We're past 10 minutes, so apparently that's an unwritten rule. So it's all good. But I swear, I can't understand a word that Petro Porro was saying. Even when he was singing, he was like,
It was, wasn't he? Yeah.
What? I think he was singing in Spanish or something. I could not understand that at all.
When Sonny swore, the first thing I thought was, I bet his dad's going to give him a clip round the ear. Because he's all about his image in public and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You disgrace family name.
Yeah. Exactly.
What, is he Russian?
Sorry. It wasn't Mr. Miyagi, yeah.
So a swear warning on our show. We should put a cultural inappropriation, bad impressions warning.
Bad impressions, yeah. Like Brennan. Lovely. Although he speaks like he's from Nottingham, doesn't he? He is from Nottingham, isn't he?
He is, yeah. That's English, isn't it?
Right, okay. Yeah.
Bentancur was a bit unsober as well. He was like Bentancur, he was slugging away all the time. He had a bottle of wine at one time.
And Romero had a bottle of red wine. I was like...
About the lagers, they'll have us throw on the old wine. Indian Rioja.
must have meant a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it obviously did. It's the peak of their careers, but not for Romero, but the rest of them, you know.
Yeah.
They finally won something in English football, you know. So
won a couple of titles, didn't he, with Juventus as well. He's got a couple of winners medals, so.
Yeah. And Johnson and Madison had their first ever bottle of non-alcoholic beer after the game on Wednesday. Yeah, same here. I was bang on the non-alcoholic beer on Wednesday. I couldn't bet it. I did feel a bit rough on Thursday, even though I didn't actually drink that much because I had to get up early. But
I think it was I had a stress headache at the end of it after like the game, and then like a couple of hours, like Kev, I was watching all the footage, you know, coming through on Twitter and stuff. It was about half 12, 1 o'clock before I went to bed, and I had just like a stress headache because I was obviously it's all the nerves and the build up to it, and then the 90 minutes concentrating and worrying and heartbeat fucking through the roof and so then I was just a massive headache about 1 a.m. I was like, yeah, stress headache.
I wasn't on the JD Fire and the Grey Goose though, not at all.
No, I saw that a post from your lovely lady wife at 3 o'clock our time, so 2 o'clock. Yeah, we're on the JD now, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how's Kev going to be next morning?
I was hanging. Yeah, it really was.
I can imagine. So anyway, let's go through and give. We don't often do this, but we'll give points out of 10 for the players. Vicario,
10.
Really, even after that fuck up there where Mickey Van der Ven had to off the line.
That to me was cancelled. That was Solanke took him out on that one.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. For the saves he made, that one right at the death. The stretched out one, and his distribution wasn't bad at all either. And it was a great occasion. I thought he might fall to pieces, but he held it, didn't he?
Yeah. John,
look on the bright side, we wouldn't have had that Mickey Van der Ven moment if he had deliberately pushed one up in the air for him to volley away.
Yeah.
So what score are you giving him then?
Give him an 8.
Yeah.
I
think I'll give him an 8 as well.
Two really great saves. The first one, my brother was whinging, saying, "Oh, he should have done better with that one." But when they showed it from a different angle, he was at a full stretch and he tipped it around. Pretty good save. The low down where he tipped in the first half or at the beginning of the second half.
I seem to remember him making a save, and looking back, it probably really was a really great save. And I was moaning to the missus saying he should have caught that.
Same one, yeah. Same one my brother was on about, yeah. It was really good save, wasn't it, when they showed it from another angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing, he was contributed to the getting Danso on the pitch for backup in the defence. Apparently, he was screaming to the touchline, "We need defences here." Like, you know, so when Sonny went off, Sonny went off for Danso, wasn't it? I think, yeah. Oh no, Danso for Johnson. That's right. Yeah.
Danso for Johnson.
Yeah. He was screaming, "We need help back here." So Danso come on, done a good job. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Yeah. I was impressed with that as well because I thought that. Andrew probably have Udogi and Porro marking their the corner flag, in the opposition end. But
that header he won in injury time. I said, they clipped it to the back post. They tried overloading, like you said, onto Porro, and usually it'd be like Romero, sort of a 3v2 over there. But Danso was on, and he's won that header, didn't he, against the 3 Man United players?
Yeah.
So he earned his Spurs there, didn't he? I don't think Romero or Porro would have won that header, would they? Really?
No, probably not. No, that's one good. That's one thing that you do definitely get with Danso is he is a fucking amazing in the air.
Yeah.
And even though Romero is quite a big guy, he's not. He's okay in the opposition. Box, but doesn't seem to be that confident heading when he's in his own box. But yeah. Anyway, Udogie, John.
I thought he was really good. He didn't play as well as in the semi-final and the quarters where I thought he was excellent, but he just did his job there, didn't he? Like he was solid, like the whole back four was solid. So I'll give him an 8 as well.
Yep. Kev?
Didn't he throw in the cross? That's the move for Johnson as well, I think. Yeah.
That was Sarr, wasn't it?
It was Sarr, but I think he was involved when he certainly was involved, Kev.
Yeah, before, yeah.
On the left, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I might have been Sarr, yeah, sorry. He'd be that position when he put that in, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to do a rewatch somehow.
I think I will as well. I just haven't had time. And I'm not sure I'm going to have time today because of the Orient playoff.
1 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah. So, I did a fair amount of washing yesterday, so that was good. So I only have to do the cooking today. So that's a bonus. What score are you giving him, Kev?
Pedro?
Yeah. No, Udogie.
Oh, your doggy, 8.
An 8? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go with that as well. The geezer could barely walk before he came off.
Yeah.
He'd given it absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Shep Spurs. I wonder if that's the same Shep Spurs from Spurs community. Give us a heads up if it is. So nice to see you, mate. After beating Manchester United 3 times out of 3 games this season, nearly all the pundits, ex-players said Tottenham had no chance. Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think there were many pundits who, what was it, old Spitty, Jamie Carragher, but this was ages ago, said, oh yeah, if Spurs get to the final, they'll never beat Man United. Yeah.
Yeah, made some good points about that. All the pundits were saying, oh, what's the odds on Spurs beating them 4 times? And Man United traditionally are good in finals. And Ange said pretty much in his press conference, well, good luck with that then. If that's all you're relying on to beat us in the final, you actually got to turn up on the pitch and beat us on the pitch, not worry about consequentials like that. We've got no relevance to what happens on the day.
Yeah.
What happened 20 years ago doesn't matter.
No, absolutely. Yeah. It's not, it's not lads, it's Tottenham. Did you see all those T-shirts that they made?
Yeah. We've got to get some of them made, haven't we? I think lads, it's Tottenham, like 4 in the season. We've been 4 times in the season.
Unbelievable. It was many a season we went through that beating them once. We got the double done over us all the time.
Yeah. I can remember, what was it, a few years ago when we were 2-0 up half-time. Not the one where we were 3-0 up at half-time and Beckham scored a couple, but we were 2-0 up at half-time and absolutely cruising. And we lost 4-2. It was just that we seemed to be, every time we stepped out on the pitch, we were beaten. But then when me and my mate Mike went to Old Trafford, and I think it was, what's his name, Vertonghen's
it is.
3rd game, and when he charged down the left-hand side and then knocked it in, and I think it was Phil Jones what was the Northern Irish guy who played?
Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans, knocked it in for an own goal. And then I think we went 2-0 up with Bale, and then it was 2-1, and then Dempsey 3-1, and then Man United went back to 3-2. In the last 10 minutes, my mate Mike, he said, I can't watch this. He went down into the concourse. He couldn't stay. It was fucking, it was brilliant.
I had the pleasure of being at a wedding that day, and I was sat next to Big Brian on the table. He's a big Man United fan, isn't he? Big. So that night, I celebrated extra hard because we beat Man United at Old Trafford.
Yeah. Whose wedding was that?
Smithy. We were talking about the other day, the QPR.
Oh, yes, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Paul, with John's son, Paul, was his wedding.
Yes. Oh, okay, nice. Are they still around? Are they still in Amersham?
Yeah, Paul and Sarah are. They live opposite Bell Lane School.
Okay.
John, I think, rents his house out, which is Lincoln Parkway, wasn't it? And I think he lives in Kent or something out. Yeah, moved into a random somewhere.
Okay. Mr. K, good afternoon, sir.
I am director.
News today is that Levy fancies 20-year-old Garnacho of Man U. Well, yeah, I don't think so. Vertonghen was playing left back. Yes, he was. He charged down the wing and basically set up our first goal. He was a bit fucking special, wasn't he, old Vertonghen? He's just retired as well, wasn't he?
We're doing well with our seamless links today. We talked about Bale earlier, now Vertonghen. Like, it was his time of day. Did you see his daughter held up the board for him when he came off for the last time? That's a nice touch, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. Who was he? Was he Antwerp, was it, or Anderlecht?
Anderlecht rings a bell. Vorm and someone else were there, weren't they, to clap him off?
Yenzi's mate, yeah.
Oh, my friend. Yeah. No, he's Anderlecht. That's correct. Yeah.
I wonder if the new Ronaldo's still playing, Nasser Chadli. I wonder where he is these days.
That's a good question, actually. Chadlington. Village in England, no. He plays for Standard Liège.
Okay, gone back to that neck of the woods, is he?
As a winger? Yeah, he's still... Yeah, but he actually started with a Dutch team, AGOVV Apeldoorn.
What was that song of his that he used to sing? He sang on social media that time, didn't he? The Nasser Chadli song. So, can you remember what the words were of the tune?
I don't remember. Look.
I think it was, oh, Nasser Chadli. Oh, Nasser Chadli.
No, I don't know.
He did a social media once, I remember, with him doing his song. It might have even been like a Barclay card advert or something. He was like singing his song.
One Nasser Chadli. No, one Nasser, two Nasser, three Nasser Chadli.
No, it's not that one.
This has gone back onto... Here at last we have our Moroccan at the lane. Here he is. He plays for Belgium. He's... What? Okay. No, it's definitely not that one.
No.
So, the best defence in Europe, 17-6, it certainly was. Yeah, I can't believe we didn't win the league that year. But, so I was ever so proud that Andy's High Line won us a 4th European trophy. He was captain before he came. Are you talking about Vertonghen there? Yeah, I think you probably are. I think he was captain at Ajax, wasn't he? And how are all you champions doing today? Feeling a bit rough. But, that's basically standard Sunday for me. So
alcohol free.
According to Arsenal, second is the new trophies, isn't it? When we kept finishing second, it was nice when you don't get a trophy for second, and now they finish second. It's like it's the new trophy again, now, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I was really hoping that they were going to finish third, and then we could give it the old finish third in a 2-horse race.
Well, they might, yeah. Still chance in there, or is it that they secure second last week or third or whatever?
Question. I think they might.
They shouldn't lose to Southampton, should they? Really?
Well, you never know. I mean, yeah. Let's have a look.
They've got to be nice to us. I can't see it getting, any more favours this season.
That needed to be really careful.
No, Man City need to win and overturn 8 goals. So there's no chance of that, unfortunately. As convincing as Timo Werner going back to Leipzig, a European champion, proves that fairies are real. And it does interest me.
That is a steal.
I'm sorry that he did score a couple of goals and set up a couple of goals in the early rounds, didn't he?
He did.
It does make me laugh that, there's the whole group of them there and he's right at the front in that picture. Sorry about the pixels. Not the greatest. But, he seems like a nice enough bloke. Hasn't worked out.
I felt sorry for Kulusevski when Sonny was coming over. Kulusevski, I don't know if you noticed, Kulusevski was bending down to get his crutches so he could get involved in it. And Sonny didn't obviously know that Kulusevski was getting his crutches, so he just went up and then the whole crowd went onto they kind of fell back as well. I was worried about the health and well-being of Kulusevski. Hope he got his crutches in time because they were kind of swayed when over where he was trying to bend down and get his crutches. So if he noticed he's not in any of those pictures because he was picking up his crutches at the back there, which is a shame, innit? Because he was one of our better players this season.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I wonder who
do you reckon will get the Player of the Year?
That is a very good question.
I
wouldn't be surprised if Johnson gets it.
Yeah, top scorer and scoring in the European final.
Yeah. Hey, I feel as if Ange is secretly planning to win the league next season. That'd be nice.
So we are.
Wait, talking about Champions League now or the Premier League? I don't know, or both.
No, guys. And Ange is planning for us to get relegated and win the Champions League. Guys, we are the champions, guys. Right? Savor this moment. I'm sure all of you guys, right? Oh dear, I don't know. I'm after this, Jens, most probably I'll need your help again because we're going to go to the Mamak store again and have a celebration party there for the Brighton game.
No problem. Yeah, all good. Seriously,
all right,
mate.
Thanks, Jens.
You finished there? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning or something.
Oh dear. Do you know it was Thursday morning, right? I didn't sleep until 10 a.m. That's why now my biological clock is all went haywire. I just woke up.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, I know. But no, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. It's the first trophy that we've not seen in 17 years, right? I've been telling everyone, savor this, right? We might not get one in another 17 years, bro. You know, we might end up there again, but hopefully not. But all I can say is that I'm so happy. I mean, I'm sure Jens, you saw the scenes in when you were managing. Yeah, it was pandemonium in the restaurant, right? It was pandemonium in the restaurant. My gosh. Yeah. And the fun that we all had. And, you know, the boy sitting in front of me was crying because it was his first trophy ever.
Yeah. I think it is a lot of people's first trophy ever, though, isn't it?
That's why I'm so pleased for my nephews and my brother because they've put up with so much stick from Arsenal and Chelsea fans, you know, just for them to finally get a pot, you know.
Yeah.
Eva Man says, big up, Eugene. Smiley
face.
Big
up, Eva. I'm coming on soon.
Yeah. And Kavinsky says, Eugene phoning in live from his local Alcohol Anonymous clinic. Eugene doesn't drink, mate.
No, I don't drink regularly, but I do drink once in a while.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
I know, my drinking days are over, Jens.
Sorry?
My drinking days are over.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember when I asked this question, right? During the parade show, I was asking when was it when I asked? I can't remember when I asked this. One of other guys' shows. I said the last time, right, when we celebrated the 2008 League Cup trophy, right? The win, right? I was drunk in the karaoke room watching that.
Oh, mate. I was drunk in the church in Muswell Hill. I don't know how I got home that night, but I had rather a large cut on my eye the next morning.
Yeah, no, and those were the days when we were, you know, at least a bottle of Johnny label black label Johnny Walker. Yeah, minimum 1.5 bottles that night per person. Yeah, imagine how drunk we were.
Yeah. I was drinking Bushmills that night, Bushmills and Heineken. So I was so nervous, I was drinking Chasers, a pint of Heineken and a Bushmill. And God, I don't know how I actually managed to go to work the next day, but I did. And I was working the late shift as well. I started at 3 o'clock. So
no, those were the days we were young, right? Alcohol, we still could work being drunk.
Yeah.
So Mr. K says, are people going to apologise, double down, or hide from the fact they wanted Ange gone? I have to say, mate, I still want him gone. I don't think this league. I know John's got a wry smile on his face, and yeah, absolutely. But the performance in the league has been terrible, and I am not sure that he will be able to. He's changed his plan for the cup. Yeah, okay. Do you think that because he's got a big ego, Do you think that his ego will allow him to realise that you can't go gung-ho in the Premier League all the time? Sometimes.
No, but Jens, that's the best part, right? That big ego, right? That's the thing that got us the trophy. You get what I'm saying? Right? So no, there are two scenarios that's going to happen in next season, right? Like I said, if he wins this, I'll give him a chance, right? To do it all over again, whether it's for one season, whether it's for 3 days, whether it's for 5 games or whatever, right? But if he has to tell the truth, right, we have to take the injuries into account. That's one thing. If he does bolster up the squad, number one, and then if he picks his games, right, during the Premier League, right, the games that it's tough, that he thinks that he has to play pragmatic, and he plays that way, and the games that he thinks that we can go and play Ange ball and beat someone, then he will have to find that balance. All I want now is a balance, you know. Last season was imbalanced. It's because of the injuries. That's one thing. I'm not saying it's an excuse, right? And the other thing is that, remember, guys, after that Frankfurt game, right? But according to him, right, the plan was after January, they put all the eggs into one basket, right? That was the Europa League. The focus was on that. And that's why our league form, that's why now we are going into 21 losses. But it doesn't matter. Like he says, right? Who cares whether you're 17, 16, 12, second, right? If you don't win a trophy, nobody remembers what happened that season. Right. So the most important thing is that we've got the trophy in the cabinet, right? Arsenal has only got salt and bottles in their cabinet at the moment, right? So that's why I'm so happy.
So
right? That's why I'm so happy.
Doubling down, it's all good. Everyone's entitled to his opinion, but not lie about what their eyes can see. I'm not sure that I'm lying. I mean, I'm very happy that we won the UEFA Cup or the Europa League or whatever it's called now, but to be honest, the league has just been, even before the injuries, being 2-0 up against, who was that? Brighton.
Yes.
And cruising. And then losing 3-2. It just, I mean, it's very...
Leicester.
Yeah. And
Leicester game for me was not the baddest.
Was it 2 or 3-0 down to Everton? They completely played us off the park. Now, come on, John. I know you're dying to say something. So
I was just going to say, the Brighton game was individual errors. That has nothing to do with Ange's system or anything. That was, I think, was it Davis and Doggy made 2 stupid individual errors when we were 2-0 up and cruising. That has nothing to do with systems or broken players. Just people not concentrating. And I don't know if you remember, Doggy sliced the clearance right back across the goal straight to the Brighton player, didn't he? Which made it 2-1 straight after half time, and then their crowd got up a bit. And then they scored an equaliser. It was nothing to do with systems or Ange or anything like that. It was just like individual errors. These things happen in games, don't they?
Yeah. Okay. What about the?
But guys, look, yeah. But whatever I've been saying all this while, right? Forget whatever happened in the past. Just look at this past next few days, right? Until at least tomorrow. Then Monday we can start going back and dissect all the whatever has happened throughout the season, right? But the most important thing is to savor every moment that we have. And guys, and yes, you know, I did the parade show. My God, that was a hell of a long parade.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Was saying he watched it for 4 hours.
Yeah, probably tired.
It was a hell of a long parade, man. But it was worth it, right? I mean, seeing, and the funniest thing is, right? And Spurs did it officially on their YouTube channel. Now it's been taken down because of copyright infringements. I don't know what.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What, they have singing in the background and they complain?
Yeah, they had a lot of singing in the background, the songs and all that, the music were playing in the background. I think that's why YouTube got them either demonetized for that video, or the video has been taken down because of copyright infringement, right? So, but I think it's still on the official Spurs website, that video. Right, and of course Spurs play, right, where you have to pay for it, right? And I don't care. The only thing is that 300,000 people turn up for that parade. Nearly nearly 300,000 people turn up. I think there was about at least 100 to 150,000 crammed right in front of the stadium. I mean, that kind of feeling, right? And I'm sure, John, were you there?
No, we've got this gig at the Fringe Festival today, and Friday was literally the only day that we could rehearse, so it didn't for ages, so didn't go up.
All right. But I mean, if you were there, it would be wonderful too, right? I mean, to be there. I mean, if you brought your nephews there, right, it would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the best part in that parade, right? You were seeing people of all races, people of all ages, right?
Yeah.
And even you were seeing Asian fans flying in just to join that parade, you know.
Yeah.
So so, and to tell the truth, I'm so sad I couldn't make it, but I tried my best and I just did a live stream of it. So that's all I could have done, right? And of course, big up to TJ. TJ was providing most of all the scenes from the parade. He walked all the way to Edmonton, from Edmonton all the way to the stadium. Imagine that.
That's a bit of a trek, isn't it? But then again,
I
don't think he was losing any calories because he was drinking that very sweet Jamaican stuff that he likes. What was it? Pineapple and mango or something, and that's just pure sugar. So he'll be all right. I'm sure that kept him going. Mr. K says, everyone here seriously cares about this club, and many felt that Ange was letting our club down. I totally understand. Kavinsky said, records are there to be broken, Eugene, and if any team can do it, this Spursy team can.
Right, and we can't call ourselves Spursy anymore. No, we can't call ourselves Spursy anymore. Right, we've already broken that curse. Right. Remember before the finals, right? I said we're going to be positively deluded, right? And we're going to beat Manchester United 4 times this season, and we're going to break that Spursy curse, and we're going to turn it around and say that, lads, it's only Manchester United.
Has that actually ever happened before? That we
I don't think so.
Times in the season.
United lost 4 times to the same team over a season, but as the guy on Talk Sports says, it's not very often you play a team 4 times, is it?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, you never have a chance to play a team 4 times in a season. I don't know. Usually get 2 times in the league, and if you are somehow coincidentally lucky, like we were, we played them in was it the FA Cup or was it the Carabao Cup? Right, one of the cups, domestic cups, and then we have played them in this European Cup. So there's 4 times. Unless you end up playing, them 2 times in the domestic cups and 2 times in the league, then that turns out. And then if you do that, and then you play them in Europe again, then it'll be 5 times in a season. I don't think that happens a lot.
No, that's true.
When the FA Cup plays, you used to get them maybe 4 times, 2 in the league, and a cup game and a replay, maybe.
And a replay, yeah.
This
case says Eugene is drunk, which I don't think is true. But
I'm not drunk yet.
He also said, wait, you misunderstood, but your eyes can see we've qualified for the Champions League, got a trophy and blooded in some youth players. Finally got that monkey off our back to hold our heads up. That's very, very true. Kavinsky says, boys can make it 22 losses today if they put their minds to it. Anything is possible if you believe, and to dare is to do.
It will not matter.
It will not matter one thing. And guys, the news is out, right? Solanke is injured, not playing. Son is not going to play. Romero ain't going to play, right? And I think...
Johnson won't be playing. He was absolutely battered on Friday. He was.
Johnson won't be playing. He's got a knee. Yeah, he's got a knee issue too. So it's like not.
It's a knee issue, is it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They say it's a knee issue, right? Yeah. Maybe he knocked his knee onto the cup or something like that. So yeah, it's a knee issue, right?
I think he fell off the stage more like.
Yeah.
An interesting team.
Sorry?
No, but the thing is that I think because of what we did is right. No, honestly, guys, I'm not sure whether you really done the match review and all that, right? And I'm sure Jens, you were following us during the live watch along during the finals, right? A lot of us were saying, right? I was saying this: Manchester United players look leggy. Number one, Manchester United players weren't playing football; they were play acting more, bitching towards the referee most of the time. Right, and every slight touch that we gave them, they fell over, roll over the grass, right, and holding this and holding that, right. So they weren't playing football, so they deserve what they got, right. So what Stel said, right, because he was in Bilbao, he said this on that day itself, just before the finals, right, about 3 or 4 hours. Of course, the fans were gathering, and then they organized this march and all that. Even the Bilbao fans were on our side. All the Bilbao fans were having their flags out, and then they were all saying, come on Spurs, you can beat Manchester United. So I guess all I can say is, right, Stel says is one thing is very true, right? The fans were the 12th man of the night. The fans were the 12th man. And we wanted the trophy. We didn't care about the financials. We didn't care about the implications of the 100 million that we're going to get in the Champions League and all that. We just wanted a trophy, and we were more hungrier for that. So I guess that pushed us across the line, right? That pushes us across the line. And not to say, right, we played about 53 minutes of Jose Conte ball in the second half, right? Stout defending, yeah. Jose and Conte ball, right? And stout defending, and to tell the truth, Mickey's, and I'm calling this a Shaolin football defensive kick, right? Flying up in the air, right? Kicking it off the line. My God, that was a sight to behold, right? And Stel was saying, right, if that ball could have easily been an own goal too, but I guess with the crowd on our side, right, with the support, and most probably when that ball was coming in, I'm not sure was it on the home side for us. Most probably a lot of us was blowing towards that ball. That's why the ball didn't go into the net. Oh dear, it's so fun. It's so fun. It's so fun when you win a trophy, right? It's so fun when you win a trophy, right? And Jens, you must remember, right? We've been doing, and of course, Johnny, we've been doing this for 5 years, Johnny, right? We've been doing this for 5 years. Oh, at last we get to see one. At last we get to see one. And get to see one doing being YouTubers, right? This is the best part. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most definitely. Celery Agent, big up, mate. Tottenham.
Hey, big up, Celery Agent. Long time no see.
Everywhere they go. Hello, big up. LOL, big up, lads. Nice to see you, Celery Agent.
Yeah, Celery Agent, big up, long time no see. I hope you're doing well, Eva, man.
Eugene, you could have dubbed that video with songs from your karaoke list to avoid copyright. Donna Cullen says, Mr. Ricky, why nobody is talking to me? I'm not really sure, Donna. I'm not sure that anyone really likes your love.
Oh no, we all love Donna. Donna is one of the classy trolls, right? Donna gives super chats. Yeah, Donna becomes members, right? So she's one of the classy trolls, right?
Basuma is drunk and sleeping on Mr. K's couch. She definitely ain't playing today. If anyone wants to join in, there's the link.
Hop in. Right, enjoy the fun, enjoy the celebrations, right? That's the most important thing. So enjoy yourself, right? Savor this because we have not had it in 17 years, right? And the best part is that we want more now, right? I'm sure, right? Over 300,000 fans in that parade, right, will want more. And the millions of fans around the world who are watching it, right, will want more. Because if I'm not mistaken, Mr. K said that on the original YouTube, Spurs YouTube, when he was screening it, there was like 1.5 million viewers at the time.
Wow.
Think about it, guys. Watching the parade, 1.5 million around the world watching it. Right? Yeah. And in the end, Spurs does the stupid thing and get it copyrighted.
But do you think,
as usual,
now, it's been a while since we won the last one. Levy was there then. He probably thought we'd win a few more. And you think now he's got the taste for it? He's going to think, I've made my billions. Maybe we should go for some glory.
Yeah. To tell the truth, I don't want to think about the ball C yet at the moment, right? I have not thought about that ball C for a long after we won that. Right? Just let put him into one side of our minds first, right? To tell the truth, I'll start thinking about him once we start doing all these preseason shows and all that and preseason friendlies. Then we'll start, debating or discussing what he should do, because it's going to be very obvious, right, Jens? Our transfer window will actually reflect on what the club thinks, right? Number one, now there's a big debate out there. Should Ange stay? Should Ange go? Should Ange walk? Blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to talk about that, right? The other thing is that, of course, Ange has come out with his statement and says that, right, the third season will get better, right? And he's already been saying after the finals, right, they need more experienced players. Ange himself has come out to say that, right? So let's see whether we will get them, right? And of course, the rumor is that Paratici is coming back, and Paratici will handle the more experienced senior players being signed, and Johan Lange will more or less handle all the youth, right? Our prospects for the future to be signed, right? So let's see, we get a proper balance from there, and we move on, and let's see whether we'll challenge for more, right? Honestly, to tell the truth, now all I want to do is enjoy this moment. Most probably later, I'll be going and join the guys at the the Mamak store again, and we're going to have a celebratory watch along viewing kind of thing again, right, from the Mamak store. And to tell the truth, we'll win, lose, or draw, we don't care, right? All we're going to sing is, "We are the champions, my friend."
That's us struck down for monetization.
No, I think it's about 3 notes is okay.
Cheers, Eugene.
What Vinci says here, can somebody explain how we got 100 million in the Champions League?
I've just Googled it. You ready? So you get £15 million if you qualify for the group stages. Then each win in the group stages, UEFA pay you get £2.8 million for every game you win in the group stages. You almost get £1 million from them just for a draw. Then if you get to the round of 16, you get 9.6 million. Quarterfinals 10.6 million, semi-finals 12.5, final 15.5, and if you get the winners bonus, you get 4.5 million. Broadcasting rights, obviously you get a cut of the in this country it's EE or whatever, isn't it? Or what are BT Sport called these days? TNT. So you get your share of that as well. You get you get bonuses from UEFA for your coefficient rankings as well. If you get into Europe, you get more coefficient rankings, and each club gets 1.37 million for every point or something you get in that. Match day revenues as well, because of the extra grade A games. They're considered top level by Levy. Levy considers them grade A games, so that you get all your ticket money, hospitality, merchandising, all your concession monies from the Champions games. Sponsorship and commercial uplift, participation in the Champions, boosts the club profile to sponsors. You can trigger bonus payments from existing sponsors. And a club that wins a tournament going undefeated in the group stages could easily earn over £100 million from UEFA alone, without even taking into consideration the TV money, gate receipts, merchandise, and sponsorship boost. So it's a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I hope that answers your question, Kavinsky. I mean, bloody hell, yeah. Welcome, Mr. K. How are you, sir?
Mr. K.
Not too bad. I just wanted to use my 2 thumbs to type all the time. It's just getting aggravating. And I couldn't type what I wanted to. I was thinking in my head anyway. How does it all feel, guys?
There you go, Mr. K. We all feel elated.
Not take that piss anymore without taking the piss out of themselves. Can you imagine that? Arsenal now are the RC team, and United now are the United team. So, and guess what? Chelsea's going to play in a European final as well, except it's conference, right?
Yeah.
I had my first victory on Friday. The gooner in the office, he pissed me off about something. So I tried him to joke about, you have to be a complete prick to support Arsenal. I don't want to say the whole joke because it's to do with, foreskins and stuff.
No, the best thing to do.
And he turned around to and he goes, "You can shut up, you Tottenham fans. You never win any." I said, "Hang on a minute. Right. When's the last time you won something? 5 years ago, mate. We won something yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it, pal. So shut them up already."
So you know what just happened there, right? Yeah, is that 90% of the fans out there, right? Yeah, opposition fans are stupid anyway, and because they're stupid, the only thing they can hold on to is that one thing. So now you can dismiss 90% of the idiots that talk to you. Now, to deal with the other 10%, right, yeah, here's something I recommend everyone do for the next 12 months. And that is give Arsenal fans a history of how their club started in the Football League in North London. Right? Give them a real history of what's real facts, and they'll realize that they've been sporting a scumbag team that did so many shady and scummy things in order to establish themselves in North London.
Regularly use that against them. About how they
and now they've got no choice but to listen, right? Now they have no choice but to listen because they can't say, "Oh, you never won a trophy." No, we got 3 European trophies now.
4.
We're the first and the last. Is there 4? I thought 3 Champions Cup winning cups.
We got 3 UEFA Cups and 1 Cup Winners' Cup.
Oh, Cup Winners, that's the first one, wasn't it? The Cup Winners' Cup was the first one.
1963.
Yeah.
That's it, that's the one. First English team to win a foreign European Cup. And the first English team to win a double as well. Now we can say that without someone shouting back at us.
You won anything. Yesterday, pal. Yesterday.
Yeah, we're the latest one. So that's what I'm saying. So 12 months, we have to find out for ourselves, right? Yeah, just all you guys fans out there listening as well, as well as the panel, is what does it mean to be a Spurs fan now? Like we have to find out within ourselves, who are we really? What does it mean to dare us to do? can we really go back to what we're meant to be? Because all these years without right, has made us into something that I don't particularly like looking at. And now we can hold our head up high again, and because someone's done it for you, and a whole squad of players, including youth players, have bled on the field for us to give us this dignity. And you know what? Big up to them. Big up to them. Honestly, love this squad.
Daniel Levy thinks his business model worked, isn't it? It'll be like, oh, see, I told you, you're buying youngsters and bringing them back along so you can win trophies doing that. So we'll carry on doing that.
Yes, Sod Levy. You know what it is? You know what? I've taken a step back since we won the cup, and I looked at Man United's CEO, and that guy's more scummy than Levy, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, Levy would actually give the dinner lady a pay rise, whereas this guy took her wages away and sacked her. Can you believe it? So what I'm thinking now, is that we need to make peace as fans. We need to make peace within ourselves about who we are, because we've had years of hurt inside ourselves. We've bottled it all in. Now we need to let it all go. Don't hate people anymore. Feel sorry for them. Don't hate people anymore. Feel sorry for them. And the people you should feel sorry for the most are Arsenal fans, because they're the most deluded fans on the planet.
Someone made a pertinent point about there's that lack of connection between the Man United players and the fans. Somebody said the players could have easily, when that Jim Radcliffe was sacking all of the ticket up people and all the dinner ladies, and the players could have easily got together and said, you know what, we'll give 1% of our money and keep them on, and we'll fund their roles. But they didn't. So that's one thing that's pissed off the fans about them, because they're on like £250 a week. They could have easily got together and said, well, we'll put it together in a pot just to fund their wages or whatever, so they don't lose their jobs. Could have done that, couldn't they? Easily.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, just one last thing before I have to disappear somewhere, right? Yeah. I want everyone that's a Spurs fan to actually look at Man United, look at the Man United fans and the pundits, and learn lessons from them. Because look at the way right now they are throwing all their youth players. They have for the last 12 months, they've thrown all their youth players in front of the bus, under the bus, right? And these people are the three best youth players that Man United has ever produced in the last 10 years. And they've thrown all three of them underneath the bus. And the fans are throwing them under the bus too. Now, what I'm saying is learn a lesson. Because if you think about it, those are three best prospects that Man United has ever produced. But you know what pissed them off, what pissed everyone off, was the fact that they decided to tell the truth. Rashford tried to say, you know what, something's not right here, I can't play here. The other two, Garnacho and Manu, they tried to tell everyone that there's something not right here. Ronaldo tried to tell them, Marino tried to tell them. And guess what? The fans gobbled up all the crap that the media was telling them to feel like. I'm saying learn a lesson from these people, and learn a lesson from the last 12 months, how we got manipulated big time by the media too. Let's learn lessons and not fall for stupid little games anymore. You know the mind games that get played against us for the last 20 years? No. Let go of all of that. Honestly, we're one of the best teams in the UK now. Well, the only thing left for us to do now is win the league. Seriously, that's what
win the league
is all about.
That'd be nice.
Win the league.
Win the league. Yeah, win the league.
Yeah, I mean, people might turn around and not have that opinion. They might say, "Oh, too early." Yeah, you're right to have that opinion, but I'm me, and I'm entitled to have my opinion. I'm not right or wrong, and neither are you.
Oh, come on! Right? I'm always right.
Well, that's the reason why I always check. I always check with you in the background anyway. That's why. That's where the money comes from. Anyway, so, but listen, honestly, I'm so proud to be a Spurs fan. I'm so happy to be a Spurs fan. And honest to God, I have shut off all the negative things that people say about Spurs. And now I found that I've got a magic way of stopping that, and that's called pressing the X button or turning my bloody phone off. It's very simple. I like what I said, turn it off. Simple. You can say what you like, carry on talking to the wall. Yeah, but you're not making it is.
Yeah. Where'd you gone?
Oh, I'm still there. Sorry, I thought you were saying something.
No, I was just saying it's still sinking in. I beg your pardon. Yeah. Sorry.
Honestly, like I said in one of my little text messages I said at the bottom there, I said, you guys, all of you guys on the panel, and the people that are watching that come here regularly, you seriously love and care about this club more than anybody else I've ever seen. So I'm not doubting for 1 minute that you're wrong. I'm just saying, right now, if we look at it objectively, what was the point of being in the league? Was to try to get into European positions or win it, right? Yeah, that's the only two things you can go for. Well, guess what? We've accomplished one. Plus, we got the trophy as well. So that's kind of like what the objective of going in the league in the first place. It's the wrong way to go, but it achieved the results. And at the end of the day, if you look at Levy, do you really think he's going to let the manager do it the right way? No.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing is, right, yeah, before Ange came to this club, we had bare injuries all the fucking time. Some of our best players have stupid injuries. Look at Sonny, for example. That guy was carrying an injury for one whole year. He went to the international Korean team, and the medical doctor said, "What's wrong with you? You're seriously injured. You need to have an operation." He was not allowed to play for Korea. He then came back to Spurs and said, "Sorry, we have to have an operation." For 12 months, this guy needed an operation. He didn't get it. Why not?
Mm.
Right? And the simple thing is that what we seem to forget is that players that have been injured for those 6 months or more, right? Yeah, they need a long time to get back into it. We can't suddenly expect them to be on the roster and that's it, bang, all of a sudden we're happy days. It don't work like that. And I think what's happened is because of our desperation, our pain, our real pain, because we get ridiculed all the time. Plus we're 17th. Oh my days. Now we're gonna get ripped so badly. Whose fault is this? It's Andy's fault. That's it. We can just take our anger out on him. But we know for the last 20 years who's been under-investing into our club. We all know it. Who invested in the medical team? He didn't. Look at the scouting team. He didn't.
Yeah.
Right? So when you look at all these different factors right behind the scenes, you don't get an awful lot of truth coming out. Honestly, an awful lot of truth. I remember some of the pundits and the journalists were saying to Andrew, 6 months ago, they were saying, "Oh, well, isn't next man fit now? He's no longer injured." He goes, "Yeah, but we've got to take it slowly with him." Who was he talking about? Van der Ven. Right? And he was also saying the same thing about Dragonson, except they put him in. And what happened? One game, bang, injured. Simple, straight. And what I'm thinking to myself is that these managers must be either extremely callous that they don't care about these players, or we don't know the truth and we're just making assumptions. And we've seen in the last 12 months how the journalists have had an agenda. And there's people inside the club that have been spreading complete lies outside. We all know this, right? It's something you don't believe or you don't think so. Because it's been said by everybody now. Right? So there's people out there who's working within Spurs who have a vested interest of putting us down. Right? And I think now that we've got a trophy, we can hold our head up. We do not need to let these type of scummy people, right, yeah, bring our club down in any way anymore. No more dropping to the knee, boys. Honestly, we're now better than Arsenal. Sod their second. They didn't get a trophy. Sod their second. Don't mean nothing. You don't get a participation prize, do you?
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'd like to see? I'm going to do a Kevin Keegan now. I would love us to go win this match today, to get to 14th before the end of the season. I want all the other teams, West Ham, the Wolves, and everything, to lose. We can mathematically go to 14th with goal difference.
Mm-hmm.
We can pick Wolves. We've got the easiest match out of all four of them. If you look at it on paper. But here's the problem. 7 of our first team players have decided that they can't play. I'm telling you, Basuma is sitting on the couch right now. Look, he won't budge. So he's not coming in today. Right, and I didn't get the clutches to Kulusevski, and he's stuck in the toilet. So he's not playing today. And Sonny's probably going to run away and elope with his girlfriend to get married. Good luck to him. But yeah, it feels good to be a Spurs player, boys. What about you guys?
Yeah,
a bit lighter on yourself?
So Rich S-Man says, "Afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you, Rich. Man United had
big up.
possession, and the Spurs were 30% possessed by the spirit of Conte. Daniel Levy's like saying the Wizard to cast spells on the supporters or in modern teams, his PR team. But that's Donna. Donna, where are you? I think Kavinsky wants to date, mate.
No, Donna Cullen's normally in the Andy channel. So that's where I see her all the time.
Okay. So, Spurs versus Brighton today. I don't know if you can see that, but I've gone with Kinski, Reggie, Davis, Danso, Spence, Gray, Bentancur, and Sarr. Bentancur and Sarr, I couldn't think of anyone else to play in central midfield.
I can't see Bentancur playing.
No, was he that pissed?
Yeah, he was off his face.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Moore, Odebert, and Scarlett. What do we reckon?
Yeah.
About as good as it gets, I think. Yeah.
But you say the midfield, I don't know about that.
Do you think they might play Olasasi?
You never know. Some of the players might not drink, you know. So the ones that don't drink,
So, do you say Porro's going to play?
No, I don't think he'll play.
Oh, damn it. So who do you think is going to be captain then?
No, I think if you say Benny ain't gonna play, right? Maybe Olosesi will come in, then you move Gray into the center of midfield there.
I think Gray should be in the midfield. I don't think he should play defense anymore. The poor boy did an awful lot for us, but he's really a midfielder.
Yes.
He's a good midfielder too, and he's a very good midfielder as well on boot.
Yeah. I think Gray will play midfield today. Davis will be captain, surely, won't he? I think.
Yeah.
I think Davis should be captain.
Yeah.
When does his contract run out? Any idea?
What?
When does Ben Davis's contract run out?
They gave him a 1-year extension, didn't they?
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah. Just recently.
I think next season his contract runs out.
Yeah.
It'd be no brainer for him to sign a new one. Trust me.
Yeah.
No brainer.
He's a good pro around the place. They like him showing people how things are done properly.
I mean, we all remember Johnson when he first started, right? He had the pace, but for some reason his final product wasn't there. But now consistently he's getting into the right place on time and somehow getting the ball in the back of the net. You know, and that's a good thing, right? Because you know that right wing, we Kulusevski kind of plays a lot of tricks with the ball, but Brenton is very direct. And when you're very direct, you can hit teams without them realizing they've been hit. And that's what Brendan's match is being trained into. And I think as a footballer, he's improved an awful lot. And I have to put that down to the coaches that have coached him and the teammates that have allowed him, the opportunity to do so. Because you remember, Solanke has to take two central defenders out of position to give Brendan a chance. And he's done that more times than not. And I think Richie does the same thing on the left. So,
in January 5, the club exercised a 1-year extension on his contract, ensuring he stayed till the end of the 2025-26 season. So he's here to the end of next season.
Right. Okay.
Do you know how much we have to pay for Denzel this summer then to keep him?
Have we not signed him already?
Or is he on the I thought it was a loan and then a buy.
Oh yeah, it could be. Let's have a look.
I thought it was a buy in summer.
Tell.
I mean, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
No, not Tell Danso.
Oh, Danso, sorry.
No, yeah, he is on loan, so I think obligation to buy at the end of the season. Doesn't say the price though.
Yeah. Well, you reckon be a good price for him? 15, 20?
Yeah.
He's a young player. He's still a young player, don't forget. He's 24. He's only 24.
Yeah.
20.9
26, sorry. 26.
26. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. He's proven himself.
What would you get for that?
Yeah, I think
it says 25 million euros, Jens, which is
25 million euros. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, when he came on in the second half, when Danso came on in the second half, his objective was to keep Maguire quiet, and Maguire didn't score a goal, so well done. And he put an awful lot of headers in as well. I saw him; his head was on the ball often.
You got to give credit to Romero's way of distracting Maguire when they were having their little.
Yeah. Romero wound him up hard. Hard. I think he deserved it as well. I think Romero deserved the opportunity to do it, and Maguire definitely deserved receiving it.
So Davis's contract runs out in the year 3000. So that's good.
That's right. He's going to be a skeleton running around for us.
Daddy Davies.
Yeah, well, he'll still be there, as will what's his name, Cliff Jones. He never seems to stop, that guy. Bloody hell! Every time I see him, he looks like he's getting younger.
He's fitter than me. He is.
Sorry,
that ain't odd. He's fitter than me, but that ain't odd.
I take it a lot of you, guys. Can I ask you? Do a lot of you guys get a chance to watch the Spurs live streaming of the parade?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, right. Did you see the interview that they did with Mason?
No, I didn't. No, I missed that.
Please find it and watch it, because what he said was the most important thing I've ever heard any sub coach say about our team in the last 20 years. He said something magical, and I fully respect him for saying that. And he gave us a secret of why they won the final. He goes, for a whole week the atmosphere in the club was totally different from the players. He goes, before he'd been in the final, he's managed another final. He goes, the atmosphere that was going on for a week before the final, right? Yeah, was totally different. He goes, these boys had no anxiety, no nothing. They were fully confident and calm. He goes, I've never seen that before. Now think about that. That's how you win a final. You're the pressure. And that's what Man United was supposed to be good at, having that mental ability to be calm under pressure. We didn't. We rattled them. Romero rattled them. Well, you know, and then on top of that, we gave them a masterclass on how to defend.
Yeah, that's very true. Audio
You know.
Artisan, afternoon chaps. Come on, you Spurs. How are you, mate? If you want to come on, mate, the link is above, or I can put it on again. I was there, but I didn't
Hey,
stay.
Harry.
All right, guys, I'm gonna make a move now. I just said I was gonna go. So all the best to all of you guys. Come on, you Spurs, and always love you out. Ciao,
Take
guys.
care. All the best.
There you go, Mr. K. Catch you later, bro. Take care.
Take care, guys. Take care, champions.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care. Be all champions. Yeah.
Was Basuma drinking on Friday? I can't remember.
I don't think he stopped drinking since Wednesday.
Right. That's my question.
To be fair,
He might have been impossible. Yeah.
he's earned every chop of that, and I thought he was brilliant on Wednesday. I thought he was our man of the match, to be honest. Basuma.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I thought he was brilliant.
Okay.
It was that, Basuma, you either get that 9 out of 10 or 4 out of 10. No, I thought he was absolutely.
Cheers, Mr. K. Take care.
Really stood up.
Thanks.
Yeah, Mr. K. Take care.
So Jason G says, I can honestly say if I don't care if we win or lose today. Yeah. I think Levy does because he wants that extra, what is it, 3 million per spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, of course he does. Yeah.
Has said, didn't want to hear Angie's sales pitch. Fair enough. Kavinsky, where was the atmosphere during the league campaign? That is very, very, very true.
It was at the away games mostly.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Kavinsky says Romero and Slabhead were at it all game. They certainly were. I'm not sure. What do you think that Romero said? Because what's his name? Slabhead went at him at the final whistle, didn't he? He refused to shake his hand, and then he walked over and he was like pointing towards the other end of the pitch, and Romero was like, I won.
He definitely said
I did read it somewhere, and I can't remember what it was. He did actually. He was quoted somewhere.
He did say something as he went past, didn't he? He got a hell of a reaction out of him, like you say, didn't it? So
Yeah.
must have been a corking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Big up. Saar should be fresh. He's Muslim, so he doesn't drink. Nice one. Well, to be honest, the amount of Muslims I know that do drink.
Yeah. We won't go there. We won't go there.
They don't
Daniel Levy has proved that cost-cutting exercise in the transfer window bears. I'll give it a rest. Oh dear, I like that. Well, bloody hell! It's an hour and 10 minutes in. I had planned on talking about. Sorry.
On our player reviews, we didn't get to the centre backs. We did the 2 full backs and the goalkeeper, didn't we?
Exactly. Yeah, do you want to quickly do that again, or do you want to pop back to that?
Nah, that's all right. I'd say my man of the match was Basuma. That's what I was wanting to get across.
Okay.
Yeah. What did you?
Yeah, guys, man of the match.
Romero.
Romero. Okay.
Yeah.
BDV. Shaolin football.
I think I'm going to go for Saar.
Yeah.
I thought he was absolutely everywhere.
It's a powerhouse, wasn't he?
Yeah. And I was very, very impressed because it's been a real up and down season for him. But I think obviously because of the cross as well for the goal. But he was back. He seemed to be back to his old self where he was. Now, well, if you look at the formation I got here, do you think that's correct? Was he playing as an attacking midfielder, or was he just
Yeah.
playing? He was.
He had license to press a bit higher than the other two. The other two were sort of sitting in, holding the shape there, like giving her like a protection to the back, and then he was off to press the actual ball, just running around, helping press the ball. Because he's got such long.
I think Saar was given a very specific task, right? All he had to do is just buck Bruno all the time. disrupt their flow in midfield. So, and then he did a lot of chasing back and forth. So, yeah. So Sarr is a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's still VDV, shouting football.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while, but I've made a good choice. Bloody hell, I appreciate that. Thanks.
It's great to see that clip at the end, when he was sitting, he wasn't facing the pitch, and that's the sort of highlights you remember that you'll never forget, when he was waiting for the final whistle to blow and he couldn't look. I mean, I've seen that done at penalties plenty of time, but I've never seen it turning away when the play is actually going on,
So Kavinsky says Vicario.
Yeah.
Without him, we were going to pens. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Possibly.
No, but don't forget, right? Without VDV, we would go to the pens too, right? And that was a Vicario mistake. That was
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is what we were talking about, but it was basically a Solanke mistake, wasn't it? Because he barged into Vicario when he was coming for the ball.
Yeah,
and that's
more or less, yeah.
That's why he dropped it. Because I was thinking.
No, Jens, he didn't even drop it. The ball hit his head and he bounced out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fair enough.
I don't think anyone had a
I don't know. But it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. VDV made that brilliant goal line kick off the line, and now we're sitting down here and we are celebrating like idiots. That's all. It's such a good feeling.
It is, isn't it? It's a bloody amazing feeling. Not man of the match, but Richie really put in a shift. He certainly did. And apparently he's injured again, isn't he?
No. Oh.
Yeah, he came off with an injury, didn't he? So the best defensive forward line we've played, I assume that's played, not paid, all season. Yeah, well.
Yeah, even Johnson was doing his donkey work, wasn't he? That's my main criticism of him normally, isn't it? That he doesn't help his fullback and he doesn't tackle and he doesn't run with the ball. And he played really well. He did all of his donkey work. He was just up for it, wasn't he? So he's got it in him.
Sure.
He's definitely got it in him, isn't he, if he wants to do it.
Well, that's what do you think that's actually he has got it in him, but Ange is telling him not to do that?
Nah.
No? Okay. No, I'm just because, as you said, we all saw that we can defend as a unit, as a team. But it doesn't really seem to happen an awful lot.
He plays with a bit of fear sometimes, doesn't he? He's worried in case he loses it or, the crowd gets on his back and stuff. But he sort of manned up, didn't he, in the semi-finals, quarterfinals and the final.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an interesting one from Kavinsky. It was nice to see James Maddison jumping around like a lunatic on his injured knee as he celebrated on the bus outside the stadium. To be honest, none of the injured lot actually looked particularly injured, apart from Kulusevski on his crutches. So, yeah, that'll be interesting.
Decky didn't even turn up for the parade, bro.
Wasn't he there? I thought I saw him.
No, Decky didn't turn up for the parade.
Okay.
Maybe they did fall over on him then when they did that big bundle and bugger.
Yeah, I hope not. Because, I know the guy's a turnip, but seriously, been one of our best players this season. God, you don't know how much it pains me to say that. No, just kidding.
And
Bergwald
started out 2 Danish players as well, didn't they? Was it 2 or 3? Was it even 3? They got 3.
I think it's 3, isn't it? Because it's what's his name? Obi Martin, who came from the Gooners, Dorgu, and Hoyland. Oh, and Ericsson. So it's 4.
Ericsson,
yeah. Ericsson didn't even get on. I thought that was I thought that was quite nice for us. Bit of a shame for him, but I think he'll be going back to middle fart at some point.
Is that his wife's name?
No, that's where he comes from. Middelfart. It's the town which is just before you get on the bridge to go to Fyn, which is the second island, and then you go from Fyn to Sealand, which is where Copenhagen is. So that's where he's from, and obviously all of the English people and the American people find it hilarious because it's called Middelfart.
What does fart mean in Danish? Is it hill or
Speed.
valley?
Speed.
Was it?
Speed. Speed, yeah.
Middle speed.
Yeah. If you'd seen me on the toilet this morning, you'd know about my speed. So it was
fast. That's fast. Fast.
Fart. Johnson would be a better as an inside forward in 2 up front with Solanke in 4-4-2. Does anyone actually play 4-4-2 anymore?
Mike Bassett.
Benson
and Harry Redknapp. 4-4-2 and run around a bit. And
that pass on Kulu if he wasn't there at all. I think, I'm not sure if he's. He definitely looked injured. He looked the most injured out of all of the players on his crutches, and finding it kind of difficult to walk around. Can someone remind me how that actually happened? Was it an opposition player, or did he? It
looked like he'd had a knee in the hip, didn't it, or the sort of dead leg kind of thing. When it first happened, it was a kind of a impact injury, and then he kind of went down, and we thought he'd done his hammy or something, and then he got up and carried on trying to play, and then he went down again, and did the old take me off kind of thing. It didn't look like, but a lot of these.
Which game was that in?
It was the game before the semi-final because they were trying to give him 45 minutes.
Oh yeah.
The second leg, it was a game in between the two semi-finals.
Was that Villa?
I don't know. They all merge into one, don't they?
Where are you off to, Kev?
Dog to let out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dear.
I'm back. Sorry.
Nice one. Okay, so today, what do we reckon?
Okay, first of all, for today, right, I'm not sure what kind of team lineups you're going to put up. Brighton will be fighting for a spot in Europe. I don't think it's going to be an easy game, but I think because of the fans that we have going out there in the celebratory mood, right, I guess that should give us a push over the edge, hopefully. I don't even mind if he puts out the youngsters, right? Even Scarlett starts playing, or Sessi, Ajayi and all that. And to tell the truth, all these guys have had their medals and had the parade. And some of them underage, they can't drink, right? Mikey Moore shouldn't be drinking, right? He's 17.
Seriously?
Right. And to tell the truth,
drinking when they're like 12. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, right, most probably I'm gonna be a bit deluded here again. Like what you said, right? If we do beat them and if the results go our way, right, we can end up being 14th or 15th. Yeah. So I want to see us higher in the league. So it's not for the Levy money and all that, but at least it'll put some some kind of positive connotations moving on to next season. That's all. Right, I want to see that. Right, but to tell the truth, I don't mind if we draw. If we draw and Manchester United still loses to Aston Villa, right? We'll still jump above them on goal difference.
That's the thing as well. I'm looking at this, and as far as I can see, European places go down to 7th, or is that going down to 8th now?
It depends on the Conference League finals and what Chelsea does.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Yeah. If Chelsea automatically qualifies for the Conference League, the Champions League, right? Then it might jump down to 8. But if but the problem is that if the problem is even Chelsea, if Chelsea doesn't beat Betis and not qualify for Champions League, then their position most probably either be in Champions League or the Conference League or the Europa League. So it might not jump down to 8. It depends on the Chelsea score.
Because Brighton are in 8th and they're on 58 points, and Forest are in 7th and they're on 65, so they can't catch them.
Yeah, they can't chase the top 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if Brighton really do have anything to play for.
That's it. Yeah, that's why the games are all played at the same time in the EPL, right? So he's trying to cut away all the match fixing scenarios and all that, right? So at this moment in time, it all depends because Chelsea is playing. Who's Chelsea playing? Forest, right?
Yeah.
Away. Yeah. So Chelsea is playing Forest away.
Yeah. Chelsea get to Europa.
Kavinsky, what Eugene is saying is that Chelsea are in 5th at the moment, and if they win, they could go to third if the other teams don't win. So that means they could get into the Champions League.
Champions League, yeah. And that will put the 8th spot open for Conference League or something like that. I can't. There's some permutation out there. I can't remember. I read something like that.
Yeah.
Did you see that Notch Forest have banned Gary Neville from commentating on the game today? They won't let him in the stadium.
Yeah, I know. I read that. What? They won't allow him in the stadium.
Because he criticised coming on the pitch the other day, so they won't let him in the stadium. He can't do the commentary.
Yeah. I know. That's the owner's prerogative, right? Go piss off a billionaire, tells Neville to. And that should be his least of his worries, right? You piss off a billionaire, right?
Just one thing I'm looking at. Yeah. How often do you have a 17th placed team that has a plus goal difference?
So we are.
At the moment, you shouldn't have said that.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry. Yeah, we're not going to lose. We're not going to lose by 2 today. Seriously, I think we're going to win today.
Remember that last?
Yeah, so do I.
And
I'm actually quite positive. I mean, fucking hell, what is this bloke done to me?
Yeah, remember last time we played when we were half-arsed and we couldn't be bothered. Newcastle away.
Yeah.
5-1, so it could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but you can't. Come on, Johnny. No, not at our own stadium, right? After the parade, right? I don't think that'll happen. The worst scenario is a draw, right? We ain't gonna lose. That's all I can tell you. We ain't gonna lose. The worst scenario is a draw.
It'll be a particularly strong team we have out there, won't it? If you look at the youngsters, players, won't it? Really, so.
For all you know, you'll be surprised, right? The young'uns might come out and put up a show for us.
We're just gonna put on a show for you.
Yeah.
Fringe.
Come to the victory parade.
Have you got bank holiday in England?
It is, yeah.
Okay. What about Ireland?
Next week, June 2nd. June 2nd.
We've got this Thursday, and then I've got a company holiday on Friday, so it's a nice long weekend for me next week.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice of you.
Very nice. Has says it'll be hard for us to put out a decent side, and Brighton need points. Yep, fair enough. Kavinsky, if we finish above West Ham, there'll be another parade Sunday.
On second.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. So after all this has happened, I didn't actually get the predictions. What's the score?
For me, I'll go for 2-1 Spurs win. Woo-hoo! Positively deluded.
Not 4-2. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, not 4-2 this time. 2-1 this time, right?
John.
No, I have to take in consideration, right, that most of our players are drunk, all right?
4-2 defeat.
Okay. Kev.
Desmond. 2-2. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might be coming down with something like malaria or something. Before we go,
Right, I found something just quickly.
Yeah.
will he stay or will he go?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Who? Romero?
Ange.
Oh, Ange.
Yeah.
I think they'll give him 10 games, to be honest.
You reckon? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
We're going
That's
to do
the
it
best
half.
they can do. Huh?
Do you
I think they give him 10 games because that's reasonable. And if he fucks up then and plays the same old shit, they'll aim him. They'll have someone waiting in the wings, I think. There's a lot between now and then, isn't there?
You reckon, though, they'll have someone waiting in the wings? Do you remember what a fuck up it was trying to get Ange and trying to get...
It always is. It always is with us. That's, the Leopard don't change his spots, or Levy don't change his spots, I should say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you reckon, John?
Yeah, well, it's like Kev says, it's tricky, isn't it? Because if you keep him, you've got to back him in a transfer market, haven't you? And if they've got any doubts about maybe sacking him early into next season, then they won't give him the players that he wants, will they? So chicken and egg, maybe.
Yeah.
So how does he succeed if you don't give him the tools that he wants?
Yeah. This is pretty much what I'm thinking. Angie's staying despite the fact I want him to go. I mean, I know that Eugene has the whole Ange don't care. I just think it's embarrassing what we've done in the league, but then it completely balances it out by winning the UEFA Cup. So I changed my mind like I changed my underpants anyway, but I'm still
once a week,
once a year, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still, I don't think he's going to take us forward. But I don't think that any manager will take us forward under this chairman.
He might jack it in. He's got
Jens.
He's got £5 million bonus.
Hold on, Jens. Jens, I'm surprised you wear any underpants at all.
Yeah, well, you've seen the Dutch ladies. I shouldn't do, but you know. Oh, sorry if you're watching. Love you.
No, but guys, to tell the truth, right? I've been saying this for so long, right? From the Frankfurt game onwards, right? He just lost that game, right? I've been Ange out. I would have him gone, right? I've been saying it, if he wins it, right, he will stay for a period of time, and he will have to prove himself, right? And if he doesn't prove himself, then we'll have to move on, you know. So at this moment in time, I'll say he'll stay, even though I don't care, to tell the truth.
It's a reality check today as well. Don't forget, you know. I mean, if it goes back and we get stuffed, we want to go. Well, that's a bit of a downer, you know. So,
yeah. But Has says he will keep him for one more season, bring him Poch after the World Cup.
That might happen too. Yeah, that might happen too. You never know.
How do we feel about bringing Poch back? I know John is definitely a supporter of that. I am as well. What about you two, Kevin, Eugene?
Nah, I don't want Poch back. Poch came back and did nothing with Levy around, right? Yeah. And when I heard the news that Poch and Levy are buddies again, I said, nah, that's another crony kind of move.
Fairy stories are just fairy stories, aren't they? At the end of the day, it's not going to come through. I don't think. Too much water under the bridge.
Yeah. Vincey says Ange has earned the right to another cost-cutting exercise transfer window. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
Again.
We're going to end up with Southgate. Oh, please.
No chance.
Oh, fucking over. Bring back Poch for what? Ange has already won a trophy. Yeah, that is pretty true. Okay, well, I was going to talk about best and worst right backs today that you've ever seen, but I think we're almost at an hour and a half, so I think we'll go to the any other business and plugs.
I've got a little bonus tidbit for you, Jens. I've just been researching whether Kulusevski was at that victory parade.
Yeah.
Apparently, Andrew talked about it in his press conference yesterday. Said that he wasn't at the parade, and because he said the mark of the man is he was unable to fly to Bilbao because of his on blood thinners and stuff for his injury, and he actually travelled there by land. So he actually travelled separately by land to just be with the squad in Bilbao. So I thought I'd give you an opportunity to praise a Swedish person for their going over and above to support his team in the European final. He actually travelled there by land just so he didn't miss out and went to support the lads.
Well, you guys know that my favourite Swedish person before this was the chef on the Muppets.
Stefan Edberg.
And hurdy birdie put the schmurdy in the birdie. But no, I think these two guys, Bergvall and Kulusevski, have definitely checked. I mean, when I was in Israel on the kibbutz, I was always quite keen on the Swedish ladies.
Yeah.
But
never like ABBA. We never keen on ABBA.
No, can't say I was ever particularly keen.
Toby Lowe.
I did like who was it? Aqua, who did I'm a Barbie Girl, because one of them was Swedish. So
did you never
the look of disgust on your face there, John.
Jens, have you heard of Toby Lowe?
Sorry?
Have you ever heard of a Swedish singer called Tove Lo?
No.
Tovelo. Oh, she's a singer.
Okay.
She gets her boobs out on a certain song called Body Talk. On a stage, on a live thing. That's what I like.
And that's what we always like, you know. Is it like that? What was her name? Sabrina, who did Boys, Boys, Boys. Remember that? Her boobs always used to fall out on top of the pops. Yeah, this was
deliberate. It's a trademark.
Oh
I'm
dear,
pretty sure
that was so long ago.
as well. But no, it's
that later, Kev.
from what you were saying.
I'll have to try that later.
Yeah.
Shows your boobs, John. But from what you were saying, John, it sounds a lot like what's his name, Bergkamp. He never used to take a plane, did he?
Yeah.
Planes, so he'd always go via rail or via.
It'd be the TGV, wasn't it, from Paris or wherever?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But,
from King's Cross, whatever. Yeah, all the way. I don't know.
With the pressure and the blood pressure and all that thing.
Yes. Yeah.
He doesn't fly normally, but he wasn't allowed to because of his operation.
Yeah. No,
So he's still trapped, isn't he? Maybe that's what he's doing. He's gone straight to Sweden or something. He didn't come back to London.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably.
I found out what Maguire said to Romero.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was just 5 words. He said, "You're the captain. Get up." When he was lying on the floor after tangling with Garnacho, or one of them anyway. The other one, Rasmus, I think. Yeah, was it?
Hoyland.
Oh, yeah. He said, "You're the captain. Get up." And giving him large, like, I mean, just trying to humiliate him, like, you know.
Fucking slabhead, seriously.
Yeah.
What a-
And I think what Romero replied to him in Spanish, "You're a slabhead."
So, the Cheshire Fringe thing on yesterday, John, because I'm just seeing pictures of Rebecca Marsh. You remember Becca?
Yeah, it's on all weekend. It
Oh,
was
was it? Okay.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday for the bank holiday. It's on tomorrow as well.
Right. Okay. So they look like they're having a great time
That
with her Gooner husband. Sorry.
Yeah, they had the big reveal yesterday. They have a special guest over here. Last year they had Tony Hadley from Spandau Ballet.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow, that's nice.
They were giving it all big beans this year about the special guest, and guess who it was?
Who?
D. Ream.
Oh.
I was like, they had one hit, didn't they? Like, I think that Brian Cox, the scientist, used to be in D. Ream, didn't he? And they had they were one-hit wonders in the 90s. I was like, Jesus, how they didn't spank all their fucking budget on that.
Dream. I don't.
Things can only get
Is it free?
better. That's their only song. Things can only get better.
Oh, that was a big one.
D. Ream, they were called, and that was their big hit. That was it.
Hey, You're the Best Thing is their hit. I think.
Is it?
Things Can Only Get Better was. I'm just looking at it now. Oh no, it is Things Can Only Get Better. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
But did I tell you last week that the guy from Dempsey and Makepeace is playing there? That's the main thing. If you had told a little 7-year-old me that I'll be playing at a festival one day, and the guy from Dempsey and Makepeace will be doing a talk about his book on the same festival, I'd have been fucking cock a hoop, mate. Dempsey and Makepeace, brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, but if Makepeace was there, what was her name? Guinness or something like that? Oh, cool, Ben. She was cool.
Guinness Barber.
Married, weren't they? In real life. I'll ask him later if I see him. Are you still married to her? She still tasty? Jens wants to know. Who's Jens? Fucking find out, Sam.
Yeah.
Find out.
Aubrey TV, bruv. So Scott McTominay sold by Man U and goes to win Serie A with Conte, and Billy Gilmore as well from Chelsea. It's like two.
Yeah.
That's definitely an interesting one. And Little White says hi from Korea. Nice to see you, Little White. Now I can
Big up.
come on you Spurs. Yeah, that is always a big bonus.
Yeah. And guys, don't forget, right? Later about 10:45 or 10:50, right? Join me for the Malaysian Spurs celebration at the Mamak stall again, right? While we're doing the viewing party of the last game of the season, right? Let's see how we get that done. Let's see how excited we're going to be. Most probably, I don't think we'll be caring much about a match, right? With all the changes being told that we have, right? But let's get this over the line, get higher up in the league, right? Don't lose this game. Maintain that momentum, right? And give the youngins a chance, right? So, yeah. Come on, you Spurs, guys. We are champions!
You, Jim, will Jamie be there?
I'm not sure. I always send out the link. Hopefully, he'll hop on. But the thing is that I won't be able to interact much with people because I'll be with too many people around. I think Guy will be hopping on. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to interact with him. I'll be sending him the link. Whoever wants to hop on, you guys can hop on, have a chat with him while the things are going on, guys. Right? But I guess all I can say now is that savor the moment. 17 years in the making, right? And we are going to rub this in Manchester United's face, nose, butt, whatever you want to rub it onto, right? We beat them 4 times, right?
Yeah.
We beat them 4 times, guys, right? And we have broken that Spursy curse, guys, right? We can't be called that anymore. Take that out of the vocabulary, right? I'm going to personally write to what called Webster's or Oxford Dictionary and all that, right? To take out that word. It doesn't exist anymore, right? So all I can say is that we're going to give it to you for a long, long time. And for all those Arsenal fans out there, you're bottlers and you're salty, that's all.
Suck it up.
So Little White says, can we win it next year like Napoli in Italy? I think I've got one word for that, and that's no.
Yeah.
It's nice to drink.
I'll be positively deluded at the moment. I'll say we'll see.
Maybe we'll aim for top 4, like, aim for top 4.
Yeah.
Top 4 and a cup. Don't forget, right? We must keep this cup up, right? Top 4 and a cup. I don't care whether it's a Carabao, FA, Champions League, right? Keep it there.
Yeah.
So, just going with the plugs, John is playing at the Chesham Fringe festival later on. Is there anywhere we can watch that online, John?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they stream any of their events.
No? Okay. But otherwise, if you are near, well, even if you're not near Chesham, if you're in the southeast of England and you have a few hours later on, pop down to Chesham. I promise you won't get your wallet nicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you flying over for it, Kev?
Yeah, we'll be here in a minute, won't you, Kev?
No. No, it's pouring rain. It's pouring rain here as usual. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Bloody hell. Okay.
I'm going to watch the Orient game in a few minutes.
What's the weather like over in Chesham?
Luckily it's indoors. It's actually really hot and sunny today, actually. So it's indoors anyway. So.
Oh, yeah, of course. You said it's just off the Elgiver or something, isn't it?
Yeah, behind the Elgiver Theatre. They use all the pubs and all the cafes around town to have events and book readings and comedians, and like they want to be like Edinburgh Festival, I think. It's only the second year they've done it. It's hopefully it'll build and build. Okay.
Nice one. Sounds good. Okay, guys. Thank you very much, Simon, for coming on. Kavinsky, always a pleasure. Eva Man, the same.
Big up, Eva.
Mr. K, thanks for actually popping on. That was great. Who else have we got? Donna Cullen. Yeah, I'm sure that one of us will go out on a date with you at some point, but not myself. Celery Agent, always good to see you, bruv. We got Rich S Man,
Richest Man,
Audio Artisan, Hasper.
Audio Artisan, big up. Harry, Jason G, big up. OG, right? Never seen Jason in a long time.
Oh, okay, Archer. Lovely to see you.
Shepspurs or whatever. Was it Shepspurs?
Little White, yep, Shepspurs. I'm not sure. Do you think that's the guy from?
It might have been a spelling mistake. Did you type his name in, or was it?
No. I think he put his name in, but Shepspurs. No, that's it. Okay, thank you very much for joining. Please like and subscribe to our TV, Shelfside Spurs and Spurswation TV. We are the champions, my friend, and leave you out.
Take care, everyone. Coming in Spurs.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Guitar.